NetEase Games announces AAA single-player action-adventure game Blood Message for consoles, PC. Blood Message is a story-driven adventure about duty and family set in the dying days of the Tang Dynasty. Publisher NetEase Games and developer 24 Entertainment Lin'an, a new development studio and subsidiary of Thunder Fire Studio, have announced Blood Message, a cinematic, single-player, linear story-driven action-adventure game currently in development for unspecified consoles and PC. A release date was not announced. Blood Message, which it describes as its first AAA single-player experience that is under development at Naraka, Bladepoint Studio 24 Entertainment. Set during the final years of the Tang Dynasty, the game follows a nameless messenger and his young son as they embark on a 1,000-mile journey to Chang'an, the heart of the Tang Empire. "We are ushering players into a new generation of high adventure with Blood Message," said NetEase Games lead producer and executive vice president Jipeng Hu in a press release. "As our first completely single-player focused experience from NetEase Games, after 2 decades of deep dedication to the gaming industry, we are prepared to deliver a truly epic and cinematic experience for players around the world." Fraught with peril, the trek sees the hero encounter difficult terrain and brutal sieges unfolding in the land. Blood Message is a cinematic, single-player, linear story-driven action-adventure currently in development for PC and consoles. Powered by Unreal 5 engine and enhanced with proprietary tools and technologies by the studio, Blood Message is NetEase Games' first AAA single-player title, blending brutal survival combat with profound Eastern storytelling. Blood Message introduces a forgotten odyssey of loyalty and survival where players join Dunhuang's uprising, taking control of a nameless messenger and his young son in this immersive third-person action-adventure. Caught in the crossfire of a righteous uprising and driven by loyalty to both family and country, players will embark on a perilous eastward journey to deliver a message that holds the fate of their war-torn homeland. Amidst the shifting sands of history, they will etch a final tale of loyalty. Set during the final years of the Tang Dynasty, players will traverse a treacherous 3,000 li, around 1,000 miles, odyssey back to Chang'an, the heart of the Tang Empire. Cross lethal landscapes including desolate deserts and the vast wilderness of East and Central Asia to survive brutal sieges, unforgiving terrain, and overwhelming odds. The game's setting in the last years of the Tang Dynasty provides a cultural landmark of Chinese history that frames the story with customs, culture, and rich history of the era. How can countless ordinary people, smaller than dust, leave a mark on history? The Blood Message development team offers this answer. The remembrance and praise of future generations become their eternal monument. The game invites players to step into the shoes of unsung heroes, not emperors or generals, but ordinary people driven by extraordinary resolve. As part of a righteous uprising in Shazhou, Dunhuang, the father and son must navigate a collapsing world, torn between duty to country and love for family. When history forgets, warriors remember. The world has heard too many stories of emperors and generals. Blood Message is an ode to the unsung heroes. Key features: narrative-driven gameplay anchored in cinematic storytelling. Visceral, realistic combat blending stealth and survival mechanics. A deeply emotional journey exploring themes of family, honor, sacrifice, and cultural identity. Expansive landscapes inspired by the diverse terrains of East and Central Asia, such as Dunhuang.